Alright, this is my improved Battle Block Theory level. Just to give a little quick description of what I had before. Over here in the first area, I had a weapon cat shooting balls at the player that the player then had to dodge and hop on a bridge to hit that exploding block that dropped a rock that hit the trigger to open the path to the next section. And that didn't make any sense since I wasn't really reusing those assets throughout the level. Then I also had the player interact with water so that they can move a boat across, and then after they use the boat, I had to have them use the bubble block to jump up into the air. And then I had a section where I use movable blocks to um, turn off a fan so you can jump off over the water. And then I had cloud blocks where players moved around the cloud blocks and they got shot at by cannons, and they had to avoid buzzsaws. Um, and then I had them use wings so that they can avoid cannons and rocket bots. And then I just kept throwing a bunch of elements in there that just didn't make any sense. I used a bunch of elements that I wasn't reusing. So with this new level for the improvements, I remade the entire thing. Um, I only kept one element of the past level, but everything else is completely remade, and I focus primarily on using this movable block here, the spikes over there, the lava block, the monkey bars, and the lasers. So to begin, you move a movable block out of the way. And this is something that I want to expand on further in the level of moving the movable block. So I just introduced that as early as possible into the level. Then I have the player drop down and die, so that I'll place the spikes there so that they can't see it and that they will most likely die. So that then they'll look around their environment and see, oh, what can I hit? There was a lava block there, so let me see that. When I hit that, they find out that lava blocks can get you over big gaps, and you can use that to dodge the spikes. So now I have an optional pathway down below, but I have the main pathway down below as denoted by the arrows, but there's an optional pathway up above. And with this section, um, I was using the monkey bars to dodge danger, which is in this case the lasers. And that's something I want to reiterate on in the level as well. Which is, as you can see right down here, we're using the monkey bars to dodge danger again. That's something that I just keep reiterating over and over and over again. So over here, this is something that I was talking about expanding on, pushing the movable blocks out of the way. I introduced that as soon as you spawn into the level, and now I'm expanding on it right now. With this time, I'm introducing some danger, which is laser shooting at you to make it just a bit harder. And this is the only element that I kept the same throughout from my previous iteration. This is something that I kept the same. Everything else is different. Alright, so when you come over here, yep, and there's little safe areas that you can jump in. And I have that there so that the player can only move the movable block so far before they can jump up across. So they can't just run through the section continuously. So once you do that, I have the player jump up with the movable block and then jump on top of it. Because this is the mechanic with the movable block that I want to expand on later in the level. Right now we come into a part where I'm expanding on the idea of using the lava block to avoid the spikes. But as you can see there, since I hit the lava block in the wrong way, I can die from the from the spikes. So this teaches you that the lava block can be your friend or your foe. It can let you avoid the spikes, but it can knock you into the spikes. So here, let's pick this up, and we're using the monkey bars to avoid the danger, which is the spikes this time. Alright, let's pick this up. We're using the monkey bars to avoid the danger, which is the spikes again. And over here, I have the player hit the lava block on the wall again so that they can get shot across the spikes just like last time. Alright, so like that. Alright, that's just something that's just reusing what I did in the beginning to have the player be familiar with it. So if you look over there to the right, there's a gap right there. When you jump in the gap, it's a secret area, but then there's also another secret area. So let's see what this is about. Um, As you see, there's a pumpkin pie right there. And before, I just placed the pumpkin pie right under the goal, which didn't really have any challenge to getting it, but now you really have a fair challenge of getting it. Um, and as you can see in that part, I expanded. I used monkey bars to avoid danger again. First, you use monkey bars to avoid lasers, then you use it to avoid spikes. Now you're using it to avoid lasers and spikes, which is combining everything you learned. And alright, and, and just to say, before I just handed the strawberries to the player. Now, as you can see, each time the player picks up a strawberry, they're presented with a challenge that can kill them and make it harder to pick it up. So now, this next part, I want the player to go up, but before that, they have to go down. And this part combines everything that the player used throughout the level: the lava block, the spike, the lasers, and the movable blocks. And this is the only part where I let the player collect a strawberry without presenting them with danger that could kill them once they get to the strawberry. Um, so use the mechanics that you learned throughout the entire level. You move the movable block out of the way while avoiding the lasers. Oop, I got hit. Alright, so you move it out of the way while avoiding the lasers. And then you jump with it as you saw before. Let me hit that again. Alright, come back down here. Come up. Get that. Alright. And now you have to stack it appropriately. Alright, and then you can get up into the level. Alright, so that combines everything. You move the movable block out of the way, you can jump with it, and you can jump on top of it. So this last section, instead of using the lava blocks to dodge the spikes, you dodge the lava blocks to dodge the spikes. So you see if you can hit it, you get knocked into the air and hit the spikes, so you gotta dodge it. Alright, and then there's an optional pathway down below, made so that if the player just runs, they'll hit the lava block and they'll bounce up into the spike and die. So that makes it so that the player has to be careful when oop, I hit. So that makes it so that the player has to be careful when going down there. So like so, you jump up, be careful, and you're good. And that is the end of the level.